Time once again for That Business Show with Jamie and Kelly. That Business Show gives a voice to Tampa Bay's entrepreneurial community and highlights our community leaders, aiming to inspire and educate our listeners. Become a part of the entrepreneurial movement today by becoming a member of the Tampa Bay Business Owners and get your brand on air today. Visit TampaBayRadio.com for more information. All shows available on demand. Now, here are your hosts, Jamie and Kelly.
Good morning and welcome to Working Women Wednesdays on That Business Show with Jamie and Kelly, where business becomes show business. Each Wednesday at 8 a.m., we feature members of the networking group from the Working Women of Tampa Bay, and it's one of our most earliest segments here on the program, going all the way back to nearly the inception of the program back in February 2015, and you can learn more about the organization over at workingwomenoftampabay.com. They've got a lot of great events going on throughout each and every month with events all across the Tampa Bay area, and so learn more at the events calendar over at workingwomenoftampabay.com. Jessica Ravelli, the founder of the organization, is with me on the phone line. So, Jessica, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Jamie. How are you?
I'm doing great, and you've sent me over another lineup, a fantastic lineup of guests. We'll be talking with Christy Dalechek, founder of Fine Feather Health, on the second part of today's program, and Kim Washington, the CEO and founder of Starfish Expressions, a shirt company. So, tell us a little bit about our guests today.
Yeah, so we were able to present Christy with Fine Feather Health a $300 seed money. She's a $300 seed money recipient at Think Pink last week, that was a great event. We had a couple hundred women shopping, and it's a great, we've talked about it several times on the show. It's just a great way for us to kind of close out our year. One of the things we wanted to do is try to give a little bit more seed money away. So we had given $2,500 away in the fall and wanted to give a little bit more money. So Christy is one of the recipients, and she's I can't wait for her to tell you a little bit about her story, but this is our first year of our foundation, and our goal was to give somewhere between $2,500 and $5,000 away, and that's what we were able to do. And it's important to point out that all that money was raised through our members. So, we do raffles and, other events throughout the year that raise money. We celebrated with a casino party in June. But every little bit of that seed money that we gave away, and right now it's been $2,800, and we're hoping to give one more away before the end of the year, was just thanks to the generosity of our members, which goes back to, how much community spirit there is in Tampa Bay, and I know that's something you talk about on the show all the time.
Absolutely, and we're also going to be hearing from Kim Washington. She's one of your ambassadors in Pasco County. Tell us a little bit about Kim.
Yeah, so Kim Washington also sits on the board of Dress for Success Tampa Bay with me. She's enthusiastic and bubbly, and I'm sure you're going to experience that this morning despite the fact that it's 8 o'clock. I'm sure she'll still be bubbly as ever. But Kim's got a brand new line out of apparel that celebrates women, that celebrates positivity, which, I think is really important, not just this time of year, but, throughout the year. And I'm really excited for her to tell you a little bit about her new venture. She's actually my ambassador in Pasco County. We do a coffee in Trinity once a month. We actually have one coming up this Friday. So if any of your listeners are out there in the Trinity area and want to do some, end of the year networking, we meet at Perks Coffee House, which is in Trinity, I think kind of near the Longleaf area. So she can tell you a little bit about her involvement in working women. But I'm really excited for her to launch this line. It's always very cool to see women entrepreneurs follow their dreams. She's already a successful business owner and now has, created this brand new venture. And so wonderful to be able to support her and Christy this morning by giving them an opportunity to share their story with you, Jamie.
All right. Well, we appreciate the support, and you sending me over another great lineup of professional entrepreneurs here on the program. So, Jessica, thank you so much, and we'll talk with you again next Wednesday.
Thanks, Jamie. Have a great show.
Absolutely. Again, Jessica Ravelli, CEO and founder of the Working Women of Tampa Bay Networking Group. Again, learn more about them, and there are many events over at workingwomenoftampabay.com. So let's go ahead and bring in our next guest for the program. It is Kim Washington, who is the CEO and founder of Starfish Expressions, and she asks that you head over to her Facebook page, which is simply entitled starfishexpressions.com, and give it a like and learn more about that, about her business over there as well. So, Kim, welcome into the program today.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
So why Starfish? Why that name for this brand?
Who doesn't love starfish?
I do.
Right?
I was telling you during
you were telling me.
I collected starfish as a kid from the beach whenever we went there once a year.
Well, I was actually inspired by the starfish story, and I was sharing with Jamie that he may be the young man that was in the story. There was, if you're not familiar with the story, there was a young man who was on the beach, and he was leaning over picking up something, and there was an older man who loves to write in the morning time, and he was walking along the beach, and he saw this young man bent over, and he scurried up to him and asked him what he was doing, and he said, "I'm saving the starfish." And he said, "You know, this beach is vast, and there are a lot of starfish. How could you possibly save all of these starfish?" And he picked one up, he threw it in the water, and he said, "I just saved that one, and that made a difference to that starfish."
Oh, really cool.
So, and with the expressions, it's more about the positivity, as Jessica mentioned, and the wording and empowering others, including young girls and women. And so that's where the expressions part came from. And I married the two together to come up with Starfish Expressions.
Okay, and so this is a T-shirt company, am I correct?
Correct, an apparel company that's
Apparel,
starting off right now with T-shirts. I am starting as a small starfish in the sea and hope to grow my T-shirt apparel company to bigger starfish and bigger opportunities.
Now, what is the idea of the T-shirts? Are you going to do just what people bring you in terms of designs, or are you going to create different graphics and hope that they become like viral T-shirts out there, or what are you creating specifically?
That's a great question. Thank you for asking. One of my goals is currently to create lines of T-shirts. My first line is actually the I Am You, Y-O-U, line, and I have 3 expressions currently available. I am unique, which is what I'm wearing today. I am beautiful, and I am fabulous. And they all have the big capital Y-O-U in the middle. So that's my first line
And
of
I
shirts.
see the I is dotted with a starfish there. And so is that kind of going to be the theme of the shirt? So with an I somewhere in the graphic with the starfish, or is that just that particular shirt?
This particular one, I decided to dot the I with the starfish.
I like it. Yeah, it looks nice.
Thank you. My goal is to include a starfish, since that is part of the T-shirt line and the name of the company. So I'm hoping to maybe have some hidden starfish, like hidden Mickeys at Walt Disney World. So we'll see where it goes from here.
And you have a starfish, a necklace as well. So you're committed to the starfish.
I am definitely committed.
Why
I'm
the starfish of all the different creatures of the sea?
I'm a beach girl. I'm actually originally from New Jersey, but we moved here 20 years ago to come to the warm weather of Florida. And I love looking for starfish. I love Peach in the Dory and Finding Nemo movie. So I don't know, I just had this fascination, and I have starfish in our place on Indian Rocks Beach that when I go there, I find peace and comfort with them.
Very cool. And so what is your background prior to starting the T-shirt business?
Sure. Before I'm getting into direct sales, my background is actually human resources. I was an HR manager, recruiting manager, jack of all trades in the HR arena.
And we see that a lot, that people come from, when people come out of the corporate business to their own business, a lot of times it's from HR, a lot of times. So, but go ahead and continue.
And you're able to transfer those great relationship and connecting skills. So over 10 years ago, so 16 years ago, I got into direct sales while I was working full time. I wasn't a mom at that time, but I was newly married and was just looking for some extra income, as a lot of us are these days. And my husband was actually the one that got me into direct sales. And so I've been doing that for the last 16 years, juggling, work and family, and moving from one different direct sales company to another until I found my passion, which was 10 years ago. So I've been a top leader in a direct sales company, which I absolutely love. And this is just something extra to expand my platform of dreaming big and making a difference.
Did you always know you wanted to own your own business at some point?
No. My mom would tell you, as Allison's mom, she shared her example about her mom not thinking she was musical. I was shy, and my mom would tell you today that I was the little girl who would grab onto her leg, and I wouldn't want to leave her, and I had low self-esteem, and I didn't speak often, and I always had my head down. So no, I would never have thought, number one, I would have moved and taken that risk and jump. Number two, gotten into direct sales.
I was just going to say, how did you then kind of transition into direct sales, being shy and maybe not outgoing? Did that maybe bring you out of the shell, so to speak, out of your starfish?
I have to say that college actually helped, being on my own and having a little more independent opportunities than living at home. And then, of course, moving out of state and meeting all the wonderful people that came into my network, and received a phone call from someone that I had met from a direct sales company. She called me 9 times, and I'm so glad that she did, because it was really that last call that turned me on to direct sales. And of course, my husband saying, well, what do you get? Oh, it's $99. Why not? What do you have to lose?
Now, how do you plan to get noticed in the T-shirt business? I mean, that's a crowded business in and of itself. How are you going to market your shirts?
Absolutely. Well, it is definitely a market where there are a lot of T-shirt owners, and I think with mine, giving back to organizations in the community is going to help. Everyone loves to make a donation and create fundraising opportunities, but because mine is to offer empowerment and inspiration to other women, as Jessica mentioned, I am part of the Dress for Success board of directors, as well as some other female organizations, and so they have really been excited for my new venture and have been buying the shirts, and then of course on my Facebook page and word of mouth.
Well, I think you're starting off great, and I love the starfish concept, and that in a sense helps kind of set you apart with your unique brand. So congratulations.
So what drives you each day? What's your motivation?
Definitely not the Tampa traffic. I was like, woo. My children actually drive me. It was because of them that I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom and not have to be out in the traffic, but still be able to have an identity as a woman and a business owner, and also, of course, bring financial income into our family. Have to have all of those pieces together. But it really, truly is my children. They've been with me since the beginning.
How old are your children now?
They are 13 and 12.
Oh, wow. I guess the time goes so fast, doesn't it? When we were talking earlier in the show about early childhood or childhood development, and before you know it, they're teenagers.
No.
I had a T-shirt idea myself. I shared with Kim during the break. I'll share it with the audience when we come back from the break. I just don't think anybody would buy it except myself. So
That's always a great
I'll
idea.
get Kim's input on it when we come back from the break. Again, currently talking with Kim Washington, who is the founder of Starfish Expressions, and she asks that you head over to her Facebook page, which is Starfish Expressions, and give it a like. You're listening to the Working Women Wednesdays edition of That Business Show with Jamie and Kelly, where business becomes show business.
Did you know the biggest challenge business leaders face today is creating an engaged and productive workforce culture? Bill Meyer Ham Consulting wants to help you solve this challenge. They will help you transform your workforce culture to produce amazing business results. Call Bill Meyer Ham Consulting at 941-201-4650 today, or visit BillMeyerHam.com. That's BillMeyerHam.com. Have a conversation. What's up, business rock stars? Are you ready to bring out the CEO in you? Join Julianne Nichols, CEO of Focus on You Strategy, every other Friday on That Business Show. She'll be talking with other chief entrepreneurial officers about how they grew their businesses. Remember, you could join the conversation at Focus on You Strategies Focus Fridays Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/Focus Fridays. That's facebook.com/groups/Focus Fridays. Be the CEO of you.
I knew Mom wanted to stay at home. It's the center of her family, her life. But helping Mom stay in her home while managing mine was just too much. Honestly, it wasn't just about me. Mom didn't want me to be her caretaker. She wanted me to be her daughter. I felt so alone until I found out about Home Instead Senior Care. When we met the people at Home Instead, we just knew they were different. The experience was personal. And most importantly, for Mom and me, I get to be her daughter again.
Home Instead Senior Care. To us, it's personal.
At Vein 911, we will help you feel great again. Do you have restless legs, night leg cramps, or ankle swelling? Restless legs, cramping, swelling, and tired heavy legs are often symptoms of hidden vein disease. You do not have to have visible bulging veins to have the symptoms of vein disease. The vein care specialists at Vein 911 are uniquely qualified to evaluate and treat your veins. Are you unhappy with your previous vein treatment? Vein 911 succeeds where others fail. Call Vane 911 today at 855-VANE-911. That's 855-834-6911 to book your free consultation. Vane 911. We will help you feel great again.
Have you ever tried to buy a home for your family only to find out that you don't qualify for a mortgage loan? You thought that after 20 years as a customer of your bank, they would help you when you needed it the most, right? Unfortunately, the banks of today are not the banks of our parents and grandparents, and our relationships with them just don't matter anymore. My name is Frank Cotto, and I'm the president of the Lincoln Lending Group. We all may need a bank, but we also need a Frank. And that's what I'm here to do for you today. Lincoln Lending Group will waive all of your lending fees, which include your mortgage, application fee, your underwriting fee, processing fees, and any bank points. Just call 813-MORTGAGE. You drop the E, and we'll drop the fee.
Teresa Turner is a certified public accountant and the founder of Tax Happens, a boutique-style CPA firm providing small businesses and individuals with hands-on, personalized tax and accounting services. Although we would love to tell you how happy their clients are, we would like you to see for yourself. Tax Happens has 21 Google reviews and a 4.8-star Google rating, 17 Yelp reviews and a 5-star Yelp rating, 38 Facebook reviews and a 4.9-star Facebook rating. What sets Tax Happens apart is number 1, upfront pricing, 2, clear deadlines, 3, personally available year-round, and number 4, a willingness to empower clients to do as much or as little as they desire. Visit taxhappens.com for more information.
How many times have you said to yourself, I wish there was an app for that? Stop wishing and start making the world better. Turn your brilliant idea into a profitable business by using Popcorn apps. Their affordable app design will help get your blue sky idea or proven business to the next level at a fraction of the cost of other developers. They will help you get through all the steps needed to make your thoughts become live. See them at popcornapps.com with a K in popcorn, or call them at 727-415-6705 for your free consultation and pop your kernel of an idea into $1 million business and a world changer starting today.
From the Spectrum Traffic Center.
Slow traffic on the northbound Skyway. Crash in the left-hand lane before mid-span. Traffic slow from before the rest area and Fishing Pier. Northbound 75 slow through the Brandon area. Westbound I-4 slow from Plant City over to I-75. Southbound Veterans Expressway slow between State Road 54 and Gun Highway. And a crash in Pinellas County, 49th Street and Almerton. See traffic problems? Call the injury firm of Abrahamson Uterick. Hillsborough Traffic Tip Line 866-545-9595.
This report is brought to you by SOS Children's Villages. War, poverty, and disaster have left millions of children around the world orphaned, abandoned, alone. When their parents can't be there, SOS Children's Villages is there in 134 countries, including the U.S. To make a difference in a child's life, go to sosusa.org.
Some dense fog this morning, then mostly sunny with a high 76. Tonight, clearing with a low 60. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, high 73.
You're listening to That Business Show with Jamie and Kelly on 1250 Wins WHNZ. Missed a show? Then head over to TampaBayRadio.com, where all shows are available on demand. Once again, here are your hosts, Jamie and Kelly.
And we're back to Working Women Wednesdays on That Business Show with Jamie and Kelly, where business becomes show business. Talking about T-shirt design with Kim Washington, the founder of Starfish Expressions, and she asks that you head over to her Facebook page, Starfish Expressions, and give it a like. You know, Kim, I had an idea for a T-shirt, and Kelly I was just trying to market it to Kelly here since she's gained a little bit of weight. But it says that, you know, as I got into business, I started to gain a lot of weight. And when my friend said to me one day, oh, that's that success weight that you're putting on, and I said, you know, that's a good idea. Every time somebody calls me fat, I'm going to say, I'm not fat, I'm successful. I'm going to make a T-shirt, and I'm going to have a graphic of some fat glutton guy holding a bunch of cash and a big bottle of wine or something, and I'm going to wear that. That'll be my excuse. I'm not fat, I'm successful. You think I could sell that thing?
I think you definitely can. You have to take a leap of faith these days, right? You never know until you try.
Actually, it's kind of catchy. You know, you might have more luck with it than I'm giving you credit for.
Kelly over here has quit smoking, and she's complaining that she's gaining weight. And I say, well, you know, that's success. You were a perfect candidate for my T-shirt, you know. So, Kelly, you're not fat. You're successful.
She could be your ambassador. She could be your ambassador.
There you go. So anybody out there that's interested in helping grow that T-shirt and would like to purchase it, send me a message. Of course, now I'll probably just inspire somebody to go do it. And I'm going to see it. I'm going to see it on online here very soon with just like that smiley face T-shirt that took off. How hell did that smiley face T-shirt take off of all things?
Because it's a smiley face. And people love smiley faces.
I don't know. Yeah,
that's just
crazy.
one of the things. It's just like a viral video. You get that right T-shirt design, and they can take off and everything. So now you are. And this is a new business for you. What's been the impact of being a stay-at-home mom here now with this new business?
One of the things that's helped me with finding life-work balance and being able to be home with my children while also making a difference in the community. So it's giving me more time to get out into the community and support some of the local organizations that may not always receive donations or have fundraising efforts. But of course, the children love it when I can, pick them up from school early or drop them off when it's raining because they don't want to use an umbrella or raincoat. But I just love having that time at home to be able to still work and also have my sanity back a little bit and then have that time with them.
So what impact do you see in the community as a result of these shirts?
One of the things that we each have is a gift inside of us to be able to impact others in our community. And nowadays, with all of the negativity and different things that are going on, I love that my first line is, I am YOU. Because I am you and Jamie and I am Kelly, because we are all one. And we all need to come together in the community and in the world and make a difference together. So I love how that's very coincidental that it's I am you, because it's not about me, it's about all of us. And I just feel that if we can wear something that's inspirational and positive, that it will be contagious, hopefully.
It absolutely is.
Right? Just like a smile. But women are great at doing that. We're all about networking and sharing and being all positive. Oh, you look great today and your hair looks fabulous. And so I just think it'll make a difference. I know we can't always change the world, but for that one person.
Kind of like the Starfish story that you mentioned at the beginning. Yeah, the little difference that we can make. And it does, I think it creates a ripple effect. And I know Jamie and I feel the same way as far as with our communities and being on the show. And everything that we do is really to inspire and support others as well.
Could you design an outfit that is a starfish? You got the arms, the legs, the pants, the shirt, and all put it all together, and you stand out like a big
That's
X.
another one of those ideas. I'm just not sure where
great Halloween costume. Maybe we'll try that.
There you go. There's an idea. Can you design like the starfish outfit that comes with the pants, the shirt, the long sleeves, and when you spread your arms out and legs out, you're like a big starfish there.
Actually, maybe we could help do one for Jamie. Jamie can just wear it into the studio every morning.
Inspired today. This is awesome.
That would definitely spread some happiness. I think people would see him, and all day long you would inspire others.
We got about a minute left now. You're a member of the Working Women of Tampa Bay networking group. Tell us a little bit about how it's impacted and helped your business.
Well, of course, anytime that you can impact another woman with, whether it be just connecting with her or, giving her kudos and commending her for starting a new business or just making leaps and strides with something that she's doing, it is very impactful to everybody. And I love connecting in the community, and Working Women is just an amazing organization. As Jessica said, the foundation that she has, she's incredible. We've built a great relationship by being on the board of Dress for Success. I don't know if we would have built that relationship if we weren't put together in another women's organization that empowers other women. And so that's what I'm all about, is just finding others that want to inspire and empower. And Working Women, I'm excited to be their ambassador in the Trinity location at Perks Coffee House. And again, we are meeting this Friday at 9 a.m. So would love to be able to meet some other new women in our community. And
all right.
That's great.
Kim Washington, CEO and founder of Starfish Expressions, a t-shirt design company. Thank you so much. Good discussion this morning.
Thank you
Good
so
luck
much.
with everything.
Appreciate it.
And again, head over to her Facebook page, simply entitled Starfish Expressions, and give it a like. Coming back from the break, we'll be talking with Christy Dalechek, founder of Fine Feather Health, on That Business Show with Jamie and Kelly, where business becomes show business.
Hi, I'm Kelly Ham from Bill Meyer Ham Consulting. Did you know that one of the biggest challenges that leaders face is getting their employees to be engaged, motivated, and producing amazing business results? At Bill Meyer Ham Consulting, we'll help you transform your workforce culture from one that might be underperforming, maybe mediocre, to achieving amazing business results. You see, we realize that your workforce culture is equally as important as your business plan and your business strategy. The two must be aligned in order for you to reach your desired business and financial goals.
Carol,
hey Jim.
I just got this plan that could really help with our process here.
Okay, why don't you just have a seat and let's go over it.
Let us help you transform your workforce culture by leveraging your most important assets, your people. I want to know what's going on in your organization. Let us help you transform your workforce culture. Let's have a conversation.
I feel guilty that I can't always be there when Mom feels stuck at home. She was always there for us. But now she can't get out, and I'm not always available to take her places. Someone else needs to help her get around. Then I learned about Home Instead. Now Mom can do what she enjoys because her personal caregiver is there, and I can just be a daughter again.
Are you struggling to care for your loved one? We can help. Home Instead Senior Care. To us, it's personal.
Firm of Abrahamson, Eudora, Hillsborough traffic tip line 866-545-9595.
This report is brought to you by Lead Safe America. Do you live in a historic home? Are you renovating? Your children could be at risk of lead poisoning. It takes just a microscopic amount of lead dust to poison a child. Learn more at leadsafeamerica.org.
1250 winds, weather center forecast. A little chill in the air this morning. Drier air as well with the front yesterday pushing all of that moisture out. High mid-70s, sunshine with a few scattered clouds. Will stay dry today. Tomorrow we'll see that front move in. Overnight low Thursday in the upper 40s and then a high of only low 60s on Friday. Impact Radio 1250 winds, WHNZ.
You're listening to That Business Show with Jamie and Kelly on 1250 Winds WHNZ. Missed a show? Then head over to TampaBayRadio.com, where all shows are available on demand. Once again, here are your hosts, Jamie and Kelly.
And welcome back to Working Women Wednesdays on That Business Show with Jamie and Kelly, where business becomes show business. Learn more about this program over at TampaBayRadio.com. And if you'd like to come onto the program, please visit TBSinterview.com for more information. Time to bring in our next guest for the program. We have Christy Dalechek, founder of Fine Feather Health, and you can learn more about this at that website, finefeatherhealth.com. So, Christy, welcome into the program today.
Welcome,
Thank you.
Christy.
Thank you.
And you're also the recipient of the seed money from the Working Women Foundation there. Tell us a little bit about that and how that's benefited you as a small business owner.
I am. Thank you. And I do want to thank the Working Women of Tampa Bay and the foundation for that seed money. It's always very intimidating, I think, to jump off that ledge and go out on your own and start your own business. And I had actually, I don't even think Jessica knows this, but I saw her picture in a Tampa magazine and got on the internet and was looking at the organization. I was looking for some networking opportunities, and when I came across the website, saw that they had the foundation that was offering seed money to new startups. So I applied for it, wrote some information. They asked for, something specific that you were going to use the money for. Because as a startup, I could have asked for $1 million and found a way to use it. But I was very specific. There was one specific thing that I needed that I felt would be, it wasn't, well, it was QuickBooks, actually. Mm-hmm. So I needed to get, it's not something as a startup I'm very involved in doing my marketing and working on the website and doing all of that. But that was something that you needed, but I really didn't want to spend the money for it.
Did you know how to use it when you got it?
Oh, no, absolutely not. I still don't, but I'm working on it. But I applied for it and then actually got a call on Cyber Monday. Jessica informed me that I would be the recipient of the award and that QuickBooks was on sale. So it worked out great, and I really appreciate the help from them and being involved in the community, and I can't wait to give it back 10 times over.
So tell us, what is Fine Feather Health?
Fine Feather Health is a chronic disease prevention and management company. We are staffed by all registered nurses, and we really chronic disease is, well, the CDC has said it's like the public health problem of this century. And the money that's going towards maintaining and the healthcare dollars that are going to chronic disease are pretty astounding. And I saw a need in a program that isn't just telling you what to do. And we've kind of had that discussion in here this morning about stop smoking, which was great, but then put on some weight.
Right. And
I'm sure your doctor mentioned to you that you probably should quit smoking, along with all the other, you're bombarded with that information. But the Fine Feather Health is a little bit different. We are registered nurses. We do bring the clinical experience, our medical information, but we're also trained, the nurses are all trained as health coaches also. So we bring a different idea instead of telling you what to do to kind of help with chronic disease or prevent chronic disease. We work with you. We find out from our participants, first of all, what they want to work on, and then we're their co-pilot. So instead of in the driver's seat and telling you what to do, let's say someone with diabetes, you need to test your blood sugar 3 times a day. Well, we really want to work with that participant and find out what their goals are, and then help guide them as the co-pilot, not the driver.
Yeah, I noticed there's a new commercial line for against the smoking, and instead of just telling people to stop smoking and do this, it says do it your own way. And I think it goes to the point where some people you don't want to always be told exactly so strictly as far as what to do. People are going to make decisions as they do them. So I thought that was a great new marketing line, to do it your own way. And you can tell them what to do, but then help them do it their own way in a sense. And I feel like that's kind of what you're saying.
Are there a certain number of chronic diseases that you're catering to, such as diseases from smoking, high blood pressure, maybe? Or there a certain core a group that you and your team are working to address?
We are looking at those big chronic diseases. We look at diabetes. We look at heart disease, COPD, those big ones that we all know about. But then we also work with people. We might have a participant that has fibromyalgia or has chronic fatigue syndrome. So it's really up to the participant what their health issue is that they want to work on. Diabetes. The U.S. spends $245 billion a year on diabetes. We spend $310 billion on heart disease a year. So these are things that are draining our healthcare system as well, but not just the financial impact, but the emotional impact on people who have these diseases or who are battling to keep from getting these diseases. That's really important as well. And so we really want to be very personal. And yes, those are the big ones, but we can touch anything that a participant's wanting to work on.
Now, I see on your website you take a holistic approach to medical treatment. So for somebody with diabetes, what are some alternatives or treatment methods that you help consult with these patients with?
Really, when we work with someone with diabetes, we want to find out about that person. We want to make a personal relationship with them. And maybe, yes, their blood sugar isn't where it's supposed to be, but we want to find out all about that person. So maybe they have an aging parent that they're taking care of. Maybe they don't know where they're going to make their next mortgage payment. So when we talk about being holistic, we want to look at the person as a whole and realize that there's a lot of influences going on in their life that is affecting their health. And if you've got other things going on in your life, you're probably putting your health at the bottom of the priority list. So when we talk about holistic, we want to leave it up to the participant. Participants do a lot of research on their own health. When you're told you have diabetes, they might be looking at a lot of different ideas. Again, we want to be that co-pilot. So if they have ideas they bring to us, what do you think about this? We want to vet that out for them. But really looking at that person as a whole and looking at all of the influences that are working with them and against them.
Okay, so you're like a confidant, a consultant that's helping them understand the big picture of not just treating the disease, but treating their life as a whole, sort of like what maybe a life coach would do. So that's where the idea of the whole word holistic is coming from. Am I correct?
Absolutely, right. We like I said, we bring our medical experience and our clinical experience, but we take it so much further than that and look at behavior modification and change theories and really trying to make that personal relationship. Our coaches have the app and the technology that goes with it. They can video call, so you can see your coach. They might not be in the same room as you, but you have that video call. They have the ability to send a message, as they're tracking their progress on the goals that the participant has made. They have the ability to send a quick message, hey, good job, that's great, or hey, I see you're having some problems, what can we do to help?
Now, Fine Feather Health, the name of the company, I see this is a figure of speech from the 1500s. Why did you choose this, and elaborate a little bit more on what this figure of speech was in the 1500s?
Sure. There was a figure of speech in the 1500s called in fine feather. And the meaning of it and the way they might use the expression is, oh, you're in fine feather today. But it meant in good health, in good humor, vitality, in good spirits. And that's the feeling that we want our participants to come away with, that they have, they're on the road to better health, but it's a road that they've paved, and they can feel that positive energy. I need a T-shirt like that.
A lot of T-shirt ideas floating around the studio today.
Yeah.
Now, then, who is your target market? Are you marketing to individuals or like insurance companies? How are you marketing the service?
We have several different avenues that we're working on right now. Companies are a great market for us if they're looking to bring a program into their employees, especially if they're self-funded and they're paying for their own health claims. Is a great market for us. Insurance carriers are a good market. Medical practices are a good market for us, because a lot of times people you only get a few minutes in a doctor's office, and they don't retain a lot of that information. So we are kind of that advocate in between visits for the health that happens between visits. And then we can work with individuals. We haven't specifically marketed and targeted individuals, but we can certainly work with anyone who has a question or wants some help.
Yeah, a huge problem with the healthcare system is that doctors just don't have the time to spend with the patients. The ones who are out there that are strictly cash controlled, I mean, they do that because they want to be able to spend a lot more time with the patients, and they'll say they'll spend 30 to 45 minutes with the patients. But if you go to a traditional doctor, it's like 5 minutes. It's not because they don't want to spend the time with you. It's because they're under just so much regulation.
They have a waiting room full of other patients they have
just
to get into, and they're already running behind as it is.
Yeah,
exactly. And then you get that diagnosis, and the doctor says, oh, you're pre-diabetic. And then your eyes kind of glaze over, and you think, and then your mind's going, well, what's going on? What do I need to do?
And what does that mean exactly?
And you don't absorb what the doctor is saying. So we would be that resource, that help in between visits, and to help keep you on track. You might have a follow-up visit in 3 months. Well, a lot can happen in 3 months. So we want to be that support person, that co-pilot with that person.
Now, what is your background in medical services? I take it you're a nurse, am I correct?
I am a nurse.
Okay.
I am a nurse. Started off out of high school and college as a business degree in finance, but decided at one point I didn't want to rule the world anymore and wanted to save some small part of it. So went back and got a nursing degree, started at a children's hospital in the NICU, so teeny tiny babies, joined their flight team, transport team, and then when we moved to Tampa, moved into more of the health coaching arena. And still have always had an interest in health and wellness, even with that business degree way back.
What was the catalyst then to start the business? Was it the move to Tampa and having to find a new position, or what was the catalyst that got you started?
I did, when we moved to Tampa, and I had been flying at my previous employer for a children's hospital. I got down here to Tampa, and those pop-up storms I didn't think I wanted to be in that helicopter anymore, right. And decided to go in still wanted to help people. 12-hour shifts were not going to work either, because my husband still owns his own company and travels a lot. And so needed something that was a little bit more flexible, and went into health coaching. And then from there saw a real need to meld that health coaching with disease management.
Very
so
cool.
That's how we got where I'm at.
Currently talking with Christy Dalechek, founder of Fine Feather Health. And when we come back from the break, I want to talk with her a little bit about some of the technology that she uses to facilitate the best results for her patients. And again, you can learn more at finefeatherhealth.com. You're listening to That Business Show with Jamie and Kelly, where business becomes show business. In an age when the good and the better vie for attention, it is the best that stands out. The best of Tampa Bay from Proudly, Florida is the love story for the city of Tampa. Celebrating success, sharing achievements, a tribute to enterprise and community spirit. Let Proudly Florida showcase your business to your city, your nation, and the world. For more information, email info@proudlyflorida.com and be sure to visit proudlyflorida.com.
Have you ever tried to buy a home for your family only to find out that you don't qualify for a mortgage loan? You thought that after 20 years as a customer of your bank, they would help you when you needed it the most, right? Unfortunately, the banks of today are not the banks of our parents and grandparents, and our relationships with them just don't matter anymore. My name is Frank Cotto, and I'm the president of the Lincoln Lending Group. We all may need a bank, but we also need a Frank, and that's what I'm here to do for you today. Lincoln Lending Group will waive all of your lending fees, which include your mortgage, application fee, your underwriting fee, processing fees, and any bank points. Just call 813-MORTGAGE. You drop the E, and we'll drop the fee.
Teresa Turner is a certified public accountant and the founder of Tax Happens, a boutique-style CPA firm providing small businesses and individuals with hands-on, personalized tax and accounting services. Although we would love to tell you how happy their clients are, we would like you to see for yourself. Tax Happens has 21 Google reviews and a 4.8-star Google rating, 17 Yelp reviews and a 5-star Yelp rating, 38 Facebook reviews and a 4.9-star Facebook rating. What sets Tax Happens apart is number 1, upfront pricing, 2, clear deadlines, 3, personally available year-round, and number 4, a willingness to empower clients to do as much or as little as they desire. Visit taxhappens.com for more information.
How many times have you said to yourself, I wish there was an app for that? Stop wishing and start making the world better. Turn your brilliant idea into a profitable business by using Popcorn apps. Their affordable app design will help get your blue sky idea or proven business to the next level at a fraction of the cost of other developers. They will help you get through all the steps needed to make your thoughts become live. See them at popcornapps.com with a K in popcorn, or call them at 727-415-6705 for your free consultation and pop your kernel of an idea into $1 million business and a world changer starting today. What's up, business rock stars? Are you ready to bring out the CEO in you? Join Julianne Nichols, CEO of Focus on You Strategy, every other Friday on That Business Show. She'll be talking with other chief entrepreneurial officers about how they grew their businesses. Remember, you could join the conversation at Focus on You Strategies Focus Fridays Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/Focus Fridays. That's facebook.com/groups/Focus Fridays. Be the CEO of you.
I knew Mom wanted to stay at home. It's the center of her family, her life. But helping Mom stay in her home while managing mine was just too much. Honestly, it wasn't just about me. Mom didn't want me to be her caretaker. She wanted me to be her daughter. I felt so alone until I found out about Home Instead Senior Care. When we met the people at Home Instead, we just knew they were different. The experience was personal. And most importantly, for Mom and me, I get to be her daughter again.
Home Instead Senior Care. To us, it's personal.
At Vein 911, we will help you feel great again. Do you have restless legs, night leg cramps, or ankle swelling? Restless legs, cramping, swelling, and tired heavy legs are often symptoms of hidden vein disease. You do not have to have visible bulging veins to have the symptoms of vein disease. The vein care specialists at Vein 911 are uniquely qualified to evaluate and treat your veins. Are you unhappy with your previous vein treatment? Vein 911 succeeds where others fail. Call Vein 911 today at 855-VEIN-911. That's 855-834-6911 to book your free consultation. Vein 911. We will help you feel great again.
Slow traffic on the eastbound side of the Courtney Campbell Causeway. Crash on the Big Bridge in the left-hand lane. Also on the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. Leave yourself an extra 45 minutes if you're heading northbound from Bradenton to St. Pete. Crash in the left-hand lane before you get to the top of the bridge. Northbound 75 still slow approaching State Road 60, and southbound Veterans slow from between Lutz Lake Fern and Gun Highway. See traffic problems? Call the injury firm of Abrahamson, Eudora, Hillsborough. Traffic tip line 866-545.
This report is brought to you by Lead Safe America. More than 1 in 3 American kids has lead in their blood. No level of lead is safe. Lead poisoning causes learning disabilities and behavioral disorders. Has your child been tested? Learn more at leadsafeamerica.org.
Mostly sunny, high 76. Tonight, clear skies, low 60. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, high 73.
You're listening to That Business Show with Jamie and Kelly on 1250 Winds WHNZ. Missed a show? Then head over to TampaBayRadio.com, where all shows are available on demand. Once again, here are your hosts, Jamie and Kelly.
And we're back to the Working Woman Wednesdays edition of That Business Show with Jamie and Kelly, where business becomes a show business. Currently, again, talking with Christy Dalechek, founder of Fine Feather Health, and learn more at that website, finefeatherhealth.com. And I know, Christy, you got to give a shout out to the children, so go ahead. And,
I do. I was reminded when I was putting the youngest to bed last night that she reminded me, Mom, remember, I'm your inspiration. Can you mention me on the air? So Busy Dalechek, Lexi Dalechek, Tanner Dalechek, love you guys. Thank you. Busy, you're my inspiration, I guess.
And Kelly and I say hi. Or Kelly's here. She can say hi, too. So hello to the children.
To them.
Thank you for letting us talk to your mother this morning. She's doing a great job, by the way. So tell us about the technology that you use at your practice to facilitate the best results.
Yes. So because we all work remotely, we don't do a lot of on-site work. But it's still really important for us to stay connected with our participants. So I'm working with a company out of Boston that developed this health platform. And it was developed by a physician who, he actually was doing an ophthalmology residency and couldn't understand. He would tell people that they had these eye problems that could cause blindness, but all they needed to do was take these eye drops and they would be fine. And he was amazed at the number of people who didn't take the eye drops and risked losing their vision. So he wanted to find a way to connect with them and let them kind of be in control of their health, but have someone to work with them on that. So he went back to MIT and they developed this health platform, and our nurses are using this platform. It allows them to connect with the participant. The health information is there. If we have access to the primary care physician, we can also message back with them, but it kind of brings everything together. The nurses can video conference with the participant. So you, instead of just that voice at the end of the phone, you actually are able to see and interact with your nurse, which I think is important because facial expressions and, I know we're on radio today, but, if you're trying to make a change, having that partner and being able to really connect is important. It also tracks, as I said, the participants will make their plan. And let's say that plan is to, you might have a number of things, but maybe one of them is to weigh themselves daily. Well, they can either Bluetooth that information from their scale directly into the platform or manually put that in. And then the nurse can follow that. And the nurse knows if they're kind of falling off track, she or he can reach out to them and find out what's going on. Do you need some help? Or especially when you're starting a new program, and I know you were talking about different diets and different things. When you're first starting and you maybe you're getting discouraged or you've hit a plateau, having that nurse there to be able to follow up, send a message. It's an app on your phone. So you might get a message, or someone's following their blood sugar and that morning their blood sugar is 400 and the nurse notices that. They can immediately, it's instantaneously, they see that information, they can follow up.
With technology today, it's amazing how well we've talked about that a lot with the different technology features and through the week. Yeah, it's just amazing how you can measure things without actually being with someone.
So important. And it makes it easy because we don't have a lot of time in life, right? And that's one of the reasons why we put our health down at the bottom of the priority
Especially
list.
with the business community. I think many entrepreneurs and small business owners, we work so much. I know even for myself, the last 4 years building my own business, I was the last person I took care of, which I know is not what you're supposed to do, because if we don't take care of ourselves, we can't take care of everybody else. I know people tell me that all the time, but easier said than done.
It is.
So,
to what degree are the people that you've worked with, both when you're in the hospital setting and now on your own, are they educated and knowledgeable about basic health risks and how to manage different things and prevent different diseases? I myself do a lot of research and Googling and searching, so I have a lot of good common knowledge on a lot of different topics. But do you find that a lot of consumers just don't really know some of the very basics about healthcare?
I think most people know, like you said, you should take care of your.
We know what we should do. We just don't necessarily do it.
But I'm saying some of the finer things about trans fat and all those things with regard to diet and all that.
I think there's a lot of information out there. There's a lot of conflicting ideas that are out there, and I think one of the important things is to be open-minded about that. So that's our nurses, unless it's something that is blatantly unhealthy for them and against medical advice. We're going to support decisions. And I know we were just talking about going low carb or doing a different plan, and there's so many choices out there. I think that, yes, people are very educated. There's so much information out on the internet, but not all of it's good. Despite what we think, everything on the internet is not true.
Right, and part of that is being able to filter out the bad. Yeah, part of that's being able to filter out the bad information that's out there too.
Yes, and that's why I think it's important that we are registered nurses, so we do have that. We can bring a little extra to it, and nurses are one of the most trusted professions in the country, or in the world, I guess. So. I think that's important too. But really being able to let the participant do that research and find out what works and what doesn't work for them, but keeping it on track medically as well. All
right. Well, a good discussion this morning with Christy Dalechek, founder of Fine Feather Health. So thank you so much for being in studio today. Good discussion.
Thank you.
Learn more at her website, finefeatherhealth.com, and also learn more about the Working Women of Tampa Bay over at workingwomenoftampabay.com. A couple of events I wanted to mention here in the closing moments of the program. We do have the TBBO main event tonight at the Center Club from 5 to 7:30. So if you would like to attend that and are not a TBBO member, please send me an email, jamie@tampabayradio.com. And if you've not attended a main event before, you're welcome to come over to the event one time and check it out free of charge. And it's going to be on goal setting and planning for 2017 with a panel of experts. Also, Kelly has the website or the magazine up on the website.
Yeah, Edge Business Magazine, our fall-winter issue just launched earlier this week, so you can go on to edgebusiness.org, and if you click and kind of hover over Edge Media at the top, and you'll see archived issues. I know all the magazines are right there for you to view digitally right there online. So yeah, we're excited about that.
And also a reminder of the event going on at Hyde Park Village this weekend, Ali Song's birthday celebration concert and grand opening party. She was our guest at 7:30. Wanted to give another plug out to that. That is a free event going on from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Centered around, again, her business, Ali Songs for Tots.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, that'll be a great time Saturday morning.
Talking about how to use music to educate children and enhance the bond between the mother and child, and even the father who comes along as well.
And the event, that was in Hyde Park, right?
Hyde Park Village, again, Ali Song's birthday celebration concert and grand opening party in Hyde Park, Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Learn more about this program over at tampabayradio.com, and if you'd like to come onto the program, please visit tbsinterview.com for more information, and please connect with us on social media. The Twitter handle is now at That Biz Show, and also on our YouTube channel, simply still entitled Jamie Maloney. Please subscribe to that for all the high definition videos available on demand. You've been listening to Working Woman Wednesdays, feature of That Business Show with Jamie and Kelly, where business becomes show business.